Hello, good morning on this hot, overcast, rainy-ish, muggy uh, August the 8th. It is August the 8th, 2022, Monday. I'm Andrew. This is This Week at EPL, so we'll let you know what we've got going on this week at EPL. Let's see here. I'm going to jump into a little bit of the highlights that we usually do. Let me go to the website here. Again, the website, if you ever need it, is epl.lib.in.us. That should be in the bottom corner. Most of the slides scenes on here. Not this one, though, because you can see it at the top, very tiny. Unless you're on a mobile device, that might be a little bit difficult. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the calendar. Actually, not the calendar yet. We're going to go to the resources because we're going to look at home and pet resources. Specifically, there we go, home, auto, and pets resources. At the top, it does say just home and pet resources. And then we're going to go to, let me find it. Hold, Chilton, yes. Automotive Library. It is an online collection of detailed information to tackle automotive repairs for things like vacuum and wiring issues. Chilton also offers a labor estimator tool and ASE test preparation questions. A library card is needed for access outside the library. Okay. You're going to make me do this, aren't you? Okay. Well, let's see. That's what I get for not logging in here beforehand. Hey. There we go. Now that I'm logged in, let's see. This is where you can get the detailed information you need to tackle the. I have already mentioned some of this maintenance and repairs. Some of the Chilton Library's more popular features include maintenance and specification tables that provide the unique data you need for each specific vehicle, step-by-step service and repair procedures, and labor estimator tool, like I mentioned, to help you confidently determine your next move, vacuum diagrams to simplify troubleshooting, wiring diagrams to help explain system operation, that's helpful, close-up photographs, also helpful, and illustrations for visual support, the ASE test prep quizzes that I mentioned, and then a print button, which allows you to, of course, print what is needed. So we can kind of look around on here. You can select a vehicle. There is a video library. Let's see if it will show me something on here. Kind of what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for anything specific, just see kind of how it shows. So, for example, brakes. I know people who replace brakes. I don't do that myself. Click to view. So, like for example, if you have different pulsating or dragging brakes, visual inspection, master cylinder, servicing, testing, troubleshooting, wheel cylinders. Here are the test prep quizzes. And all I needed to do this is to put in my library card number. We didn't need to use like the PIN that was there. It didn't require any extra password or making a different account. I just needed to put in the library card number that I have. Now that should work, I think, with student cards. Student cards are the blue evergreen cards, whereas the full evergreen cards are the green ones. And then as well, I'm not sure if you are, I should check it out. Library cards needed for access outside of the library. So I think if you are actually logging in at the library building itself and not on like a laptop or on the Wi-Fi, you shouldn't need this login information. But of course, you can print out at the library, especially the main library, the genealogy center if you happen to be here on a laptop. And you can print out the first 10 pages for free, whether it's color or black and white. Let's see here. Let's go to select, you know what? Let's look here. Let's say let's just select any old car. A Honda. Fit, sure. Select. What does this tell me? What kind of stuff does it have here? So data is available for the following: repair, maintenance, labor estimations, bulletins, and recalls. How does that labor estimating work? I was curious about that. Brakes. parking brake, bleed brakes, brake hose, brake switch. Gosh. Pads and or shoes replaced. Show times. Okay. 2007, 2013 front brakes in 0.7 or 1 hours. Yeah. So that's time. Then I guess you'd have to figure out how much time they would take or what they charge per time there. So it's interesting. Things that I don't know as much about, but you can become more knowledgeable by going there, asking questions, looking at different sources, looking at reviews, that kind of thing here. Let's go back to the calendar. This is where we actually get to what's going on this week at EPL. So we've got the Monday through Saturday schedule here. There is something, I believe, every day. Today is Monday, so today we have the, let me make sure that I've got up here what I think I have up here. Yeah. So the children's take and make kits, the Firefly bottles, those, I believe we still have some of those. We have 100 of them available for the month. It is the 8th, so we are just over a week in. There is Teen Dungeons and Dragons today at 4 o'clock. It's the teen library. I'm at the Genealogy Center right now, so that is literally behind me across the road. There is not a sign up as of right now. Nope. But it does have columns outside, and it's kind of like a brick red color, and like a cream color as well. But continuing on to Tuesday, family story time is Tuesday and Wednesday at 10:45 a.m. both days. But Tuesday we do have the 6:15 time in the evening. So those should all be outside unless the weather is too hot or rainy or something like that. Also at Teen, on the topic of Teen, there is the Teen Japanese Festival that is happening at the Teen Library starting at 3 p.m. Just to briefly go over it, sorry for the fast scrolling here. Again, the Teen Library is open for anybody who is going into 6th grade or just past senior year of high school age. Teens are invited to join us as we celebrate the culture of Japan. We'll be watching Spirited Away, creating Japanese carp kites, Pokemon art crafts, and Japanese hiragana writing and snacks. That should be fun. I know a lot of people are into like some of the art and the stories and such, like whether it's manga, anime, things like that. There's always something like that going on there. It seems to be pretty popular. I'm going to back up here, and again, family story time. And then we'll go on to the tabletop game night. Especially want to mention that one. That was the second Tuesday of each month. We do want to make sure that we let everybody know that that is available to anybody. It's not just adults, not just children, not just teens. It is at the close community room in the upper level. It does go past the normal hours, so you do want to make sure that you are there before 7, but it does start at 6:30 p.m. So to click on here, join us for an evening of tabletop gaming nights. We'll utilize games from the library's board game collection and gather for the journey and conversation. If you love board games, or if you haven't played since Candyland, all experiences levels are welcome to attend. So like there's oftentimes like a copy of Risk around. You can get a family game of Risk going on. There are sometimes people bring in Magic the Gathering because we don't have a dedicated adult Magic the Gathering group. That would be a good time to bring in some friends and play with that. Starting at 6:30, going until 8:30. And it's kind of like a pickup game kind of thing. We don't have like a specific game that we're always going to play. Just kind of whatever's there. Fast forward on to August 3rd or August 10th, Wednesday. Family story time again in the morning. But then there's the Eckhart Public Library Board of Trustees meeting at the Genealogy Center here in this room, starting at 6 p.m. if you'd like to come to that. Get Organized at 6 p.m. and 6:30 p.m. Adulting 101. Let's look at Get Organized first. This is at 6 o'clock to 6:45 on Wednesday at the main library. It's for adults and teens. Life is hectic. Stop by Eckhart Public Library for some tips and easy things to become more organized around the home or office in everyday life. Also, learn how to get started on a major organization project when you're overwhelmed. So that's always nice to have, especially after having been at maybe at home. We might have cleaned up since then. After being at home much more over the last couple of years, we may need to get into a different habits and such like that. So that could be helpful. Adulting 101. This is pretty cool. I like this. This is at 6:30 until 7:30. I'm looking for some more information here, but I'm looking for something specific. It's in the activity room. The first in, I believe we actually have another one here, but okay. The first in Eckhart Public Library's Adulting 101 series is Feed Yourself. It is a series of 6 classes provided by the Purdue Extension's Nutrition Education Program. That's what I was looking for, that focuses on nutrition, food safety, food preparation for teenagers specifically. Each week, participants will receive a small gift for participating, like a kitchen item, for home use, like measuring spoons, aprons, the things that you kind of forget about sometimes if you're looking for looking to make something at home. At the final lesson, the teen will take home the Teen Cuisine Workbook, which includes information from each lesson and new recipes to try at home. Let's see, after completing this curriculum, the teens will be able to read food labels to understand what kind of choices they're making, make sure they have proper portion sizes, use the My Plate guidelines for meals and snacks, safe food handling. You don't want to have a story where you give somebody food poisoning sometime. Using safe food handling practices. That's what I said. I think using cooking and measuring techniques to prepare recipes, because you can watch like Food Network all you want to, but then when you actually do it, that's what it helps. The space is limited to 10 participants. The registration is required. Please select each date you would wish to register for. So if you came last week, make sure that you sign up for this week as well. The number of people attending here, again, it says there are 9 seats available. That must mean that somebody has registered already. So click on here if you and your child or whatever are coming in, click 2, and then click on this button to begin the registration. First name, last name, email. There you go. That's where the part is that you sign up for the dates, and then click to register with your guest. Continuing on to August 11th. Ooh, it is 11:31 already. Books and Brews, The Ruins. This is where you can join Darcy at the Auburn Brewing Company to talk about the book The Ruins by Scott Smith. It is... I'm not going to read all that. It is a really great time to discuss over a pint or two, as it says. You don't have to if you don't want to, but it does kind of hit more of the kind of obviously 21 and over age group into the 30s and such, kind of the millennial or younger or slightly older age group that are there, from what I'm told. The books are available at the Eckhart Public Library. Library cards are not required to check out these books. So if you want to participate, you don't have a library card or you haven't used it in a while, you can always stop by and we can actually get you the book kind of technically checked out to you, but without a library card. It does need to come back, obviously, because we borrow these from many different evergreen libraries, but that does give you kind of a taste of what you can expect with an evergreen card. I will read the summary here because it does say that the Ruins by Scott Smith. Trapped in a Mexican jungle, a group of friends stumble upon a creeping horror unlike anything they could ever imagine. 2 young couples are on a lazy Mexican vacation, sun-drenched days, drunken nights, making friends with fellow tourists when the brother of one of these friends disappears. They decide to venture into the jungle to look for him. What started out as a fun day trip slowly spirals into a nightmare when they find an ancient ruin site and the terrifying presence that lurks there. That's a good time. I do want to remind people as well, if you have yourself or family, loved ones, if you have over here, if you have a business, daycare, thing like that, preschool that gets deliveries, Eckhart Mobile Outreach Services will be doing those deliveries on the 12th. So be ready for that. Babies and Books as well is on Friday the 12th at 10 a.m. That's says Library Park. So it could be in the Secret Garden as well, instead, depending upon weather. Also, Teen Magic the Gathering is becoming weekly again on Fridays like it used to be. So if you have a teen in your life, or if you happen to be a teen, not 18, and you'd like to learn about magic or just kind of watch some people play, 4 o'clock until 6:45 on Fridays at the Teen Library each week. Also, after that, if you want to, you can play Magic and then go to Eckhart Park, that is down the road. That is not our park. Superhero movie, it says here. This is actually Guardians of the Galaxy. Will be kind of teaming up with Auburn Parks and Recreation to watch Guardians of the Galaxy sometime between 8:30 and 10 p.m. And that is going to be, if you kind of are going down towards Eckhart Park, there's a skate park that's there, the area that used to be the pool. You'll want to look off to the east, kind of over by the building that's there. You should be able to find it. It's going to be a giant inflatable movie screen. Okay, rounding it out with Saturday, document shredding services and the Friends of Eckhart Public Library book sale. The document shredding services go from 9 until 11 a.m. You can bring paper clips. You can have paper clips in your things. You can have staples. You cannot have like binder clips because that's too much. This all has to be personal stuff. This can't be business stuff as well. There is no charge for it. You can watch it be shredded as well. And then, starting at 9 a.m. and going until 3 p.m. is the Friends of Eckhart Public Library book sale. If you are a member, you do get the 9 to 10 a.m. slot open to yourself. But if you are not a member, that yours begins at 10 a.m. So the first one is private for the actual the Friends members, and then after that, you can join in if you are not a member. The second Saturday of each month, they are always open to everyone from 10 to 3, 9 to 10 members. Only Friends memberships will be available at the door, though. Books will be priced at $1 for hardbacks, 50 cents for paperbacks. It is definitely a great opportunity to get some great deals on books, movies, music, all while supporting the library. I believe that specifically helps out the programming. And then there's also Dog Tales. I think this is the return of Dog Tales, unless I've missed it before. Saturday, August 13th. People love stories, but dogs love stories too. This is the chance to read to a new four-legged friend. These pups are patient and great listeners, so they are the perfect audience for new readers that are practicing reading out loud. Dog Tales is on the second Saturday of each month, starting in August, in the Secret Garden on the lower level of the main library. All dogs are part of Therapy Dogs International, and we are grateful for their partnership to offer this program. So that's pretty cool. From 10:30 a.m. until 11:15 a.m. is Dog Tales. You can bring in your little ones who are learning to read, and they can read to the dogs. Well, that's pretty cool. I'm glad that is coming back as such there. Let's see. Let me check anything that I have here. I think that is all that I have. Let me make sure that I have not gotten any other notes here. A lot of texts from my mom about my son, who just turned 3, actually. So happy birthday to Charlie. Anyway, if it's your birthday, hope you have a good birthday. It was my birthday recently, too. Come in, find something fun to read, to watch. Check out Libby Canopy with a Kanopy. Hoopla, Flipster. Some of those apps that we have where you can use your Eckhart Public Library card. Check out some of our digital resources if you don't want to get out on a day that is as muggy and potentially rainy as today. So from me, I've been Andrew at Eckhart Public Library. Hope you have a great week.